All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you're listening to the starting lineups here for Game 2 between the OC Coyotes and the Langara Falcons, I am joined pregame, as always, by assistant coach Chris Schneller. Coach, yesterday's game, give me a brief synopsis of the game.
Well, I think it was overall a pretty solid effort by our group. Okanagan went on a pretty solid run in the start. Cam Sale shooting the way he did to begin the game was a real momentum changer for them. And I think once we started to figure out our defensive stuff, the offensive game, it came together a little bit, and I think we finished off the game the way we wanted to in the second half.
You put up 107 points, so pretty good offensive output. Yeah. Now, back-to-backs are interesting. Mm-hmm. Everyone assumes, well, you beat this team by 20 plus, you're going to kill them again. But we just saw what happened in the women's game. So what did you talk to your guys about to make sure they were prepared for this game against a team they just beat by 20? Mm-hmm. How do you keep them from being too overconfident?
Well, we just got to remember what our fundamentals are. We got to rebound. We got to play defense. We got to give extra effort. We got to help ourselves out by playing as a unit and moving the ball and looking to get great shots. And, emphasizing those simple things. That's the game plan today.
I know the game started, but last question.
Sure.
November's almost over. Are you keeping the stash?
Yes. If you think so.
I like it.
Okay. I'll listen to you, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, Chris Schneller, assistant coach, as we get this game underway. And the Coyotes are first up on the board. High post to Athaya. And back come the Coyotes. Turnover, loose ball, back by the Coyotes again. Then there's another loose ball, but that was a reach-in foul on Owen Jones. First foul of the game. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, my interview with assistant coach Schneller went a bit long. I'm going to blame him for that. Clearly, he talks too much. All right, ball's impounded. Here we go. Double high post set for the Coyotes. McLeod, and I think we have a moving screen. We do indeed. Moving screen on number 6, Manny Biden. Both teams now with one team foul as Royce Sargent. Royce had a big game last night. 14 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. And I was talking a little bit with Coach Cass before the game, and he expected OC would come out in their zone, and indeed they are. In this little sort of 1-2-2 zone. And they're being very aggressive. And that was interesting. Mabeni literally threw the ball right to the team, but Okanagan gives it back. Long lead pass to Saul. Tough catch. He gets it. Mabeni in the corner. Reverses it to Moise, but easy steal there for McLeod, and he makes a layup. And Coach Cass is not messing around tonight. He's had enough already. And he's going to take that early timeout. So I never gave you the stats from the women's game. I think I have them here somewhere amongst all these papers. It's the men's game. Oh, there it is. So from the women's game, just to give you the stats. Final score 73-53 for Okanagan. Okanagan shot 40%, 70% from the line, only 21% from 3. Langara only shot 32%, 14% from 3. They were 77% from the line. Rebounding was pretty even, 37-35 for Okanagan. Leading scorers was 17, Elizabeth Henney, who just dominated that fourth quarter. 17 points and 8 rebounds. 14 points for Julia Kreitz and 6 rebounds. 11 points for Samara Mason. 10 points and for Riley Bullock. For Langara, it was 12 for Nadia Singh and 12 for Amy Rokosh. All right, back to the men's game. Again, extending this pressure out to the half court. They're talking, they're moving. A lot of energy here from Okanagan. Open 3 for Jones, that's what they want. But he's way off on that. Can Mabeni get the rebound? He can, but there's only 5 on the shot clock. He's going to have to shoot it, and I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? What is going on? The ball did not hit the rim. Referee Dillon saying the shot clock wasn't reset because the ball hit the rim. The ball definitely did not hit the rim. And so that's unfortunate. Referee Wera came in to correct it. But now Langara gets the ball with 4 on the shot clock, and they got to quickly try to get something to happen here. And they don't. And that's unfortunate because Jones was actually driving down the middle when referee Dillon blew the whistle. So a bit of an error there. Cost the Falcons a little bit. Okay, now Langara coming with some full court pressure. Sale with the ball. Sale going up against Jones. Sale keeps it, goes to the rack, challenges Saul. Saul tries to block him, doesn't get the block, but definitely altered the shot. Rebound Saul, Moise brings it up. Excuse me. Saul inside, he brings it down, goes out of bounds off of Okanagan. 16 on the shot clock. 4-0 early going here. Langara inbounding, goes to Saul. Saul swings it back to Jones. He's actually tipped out of bounds. Now 10 on the shot clock. Langara looking very tentative in the early going here. And let's see, and for this last 10 seconds, it looks like they're going back to a zone, to man, and Moise was wide open on the baseline, and it was Royce that finally saw him. He threw a beautiful pass over the top. Moise gets the first points of the night for Langara. All right, McLeod drives left, nothing there. Hands it off to Quarles. Quarles is going to come back left. He likes to come back to the left hand, but Royce picks him. Here comes Sargent. He's going coast to coast, I guarantee you that. And he reverses it, but he doesn't get it. However, Saul hustled for the rebound, knocked it out of bounds, but Sale was standing out of bounds when he got it. So now we're going to have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Little shot clock issues early on. Sorry, 20 seconds on the shot clock. My fault. Actually, no, it shouldn't be because there was a shot that went off the rim. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Sargent trying to operate. Sale doing a good job, very good job. Owen trying to operate. He can't get anywhere. Tough three by Mabeni. Great rebound by Jones, and he's fouled on the putback. You know, when you're having trouble scoring, you got to send people to the boards, and Langara's done a good job of keeping the ball alive. And now it'll be 2 shots for Victoria product, Owen Jones. Good on the first one. And good on the second one. All right, here comes Okanagan. Quarles. And Quarles just threw it to nobody out of bounds. Seen a few odd things go on in this game so far. Subbing in for Okanagan is AJ Rakino. All right, here comes the Falcons. Mabeni. He's in trouble. He's trapped, and that's going to be a foul. Yeah. Rakino reached in and got part of Mabeni's leg. You can see the referee didn't want to call it, but it is the correct call because his contact to the leg of Mabeni forced him to lose his balance. Ball goes to Roy Sargent. Playing against his 1-2-2 zone. Mabeni, baseline drive, nothing there. Moise at the high post. Royce for 3. It got blocked. It definitely got blocked, but out of bounds. But ball goes out of bounds. Sale tried to save it, but couldn't. 7 on the shot clock. Jones, Royce. Royce is going to have to go. He beats his man. Nice pass to Saul, and Saul is fouled. So good job to get a shot off there. Again, Langara struggling early on against this very good pressure zone being played by Okanagan. But extra hustle plays are helping them stay in the game right now. And Okanagan has been turning the ball over. So Rohan Saul with 2 shots. First one is off the back rim. Second one, in and out and back in again. Three-pointer from Sale. We saw him on fire yesterday, but he hasn't hit one yet. But now Okanagan doing the extra hustle for the rebound. Rakino. And turnover by Biden. Moise with the ball. Athaya trying to get by his man, and he's fouled, and that is now 5 fouls. And Okanagan playing very aggressively, but getting into foul trouble now. That is the 5th foul. And the Falcons will be shooting for the rest of the game. Now, Coach Dino Gini not happy with the officiating. He's actually called that timeout to have a chat with the referee. Sometimes you do that as a coach. You want to get some things clarified. Maybe you want to get your point in a little bit, so you call the timeout, you talk to the official. And your assistant coach talks to your team. They're still going on in their conversation. This conversation is still happening. Dino very competitive, not happy, but he got his chance to get his words in there, and he'll go back. By the way, a little story about Coach Gini. He actually played at Mount Royal College in the early 80s, and he played with my brother Doug Eberhardt. They were the backcourt for a pretty talented Mount Royal team, coached by the late, great Jack Kenyon. Jack Kenyon, phenomenal coach, a longtime coach at Mount Royal, involved with our national team. And I had an opportunity to go out there when I was a young man early in my coaching career and meet him and listen to him and learn from him. And I learned a tremendous amount from Jack Kenyon. So there you go, small world. Dino Gini played in the backcourt with my brother Doug at Mount Royal College. All right, Moise on the line. In and out and back in again. And it's weird because I don't think Langara's playing that well, but they're in this game because of the foul trouble that Okanagan is finding themselves in. Second one is good. 7-4. As now we have Kai Batten coming into the game for Rakino, who has 2 early fouls. The ball is inbounded to Sale, being guarded by Royce. There's a trap. Here comes Biden. Biden gives it to Quarles. You know he's going left. Very good job by Abdullahi to keep him from going left, but then he stopped, and he still let him go left. Got to turn him back the other way. Ball's reversed to Royce. Again to Moise. They break the half court easily this time. Abdullahi back to Royce at the top. Royce is wide open. He passes it up, gives it to Moise. Good pass. Moise off the front rim. Good tip by Saul, but it doesn't go. Sale collects the loose rebound after that. Here comes Sale. Handoff to Batten. And there's a great block inside by Abdullahi. Naveed Abdullahi from Charles Best Secondary in Coquitlam. Line formation here on this inbound for Okanagan. Let's see what they're going to do. And I think there's a foul. I think there's a foul on Mabeni. No, sorry, that's on Abdullahi. I didn't see that. It was off the ball. I think he was holding the cutter is my guess. 14 on the shot clock. 1-4 flat. They're looking to go inside the Corals. He's not open. Sale drives on Bobby. Kicks it out. Batten. A little pull-up. Hits it. 8-7 for Langara. Moise gets it in transition. Gives it back to Royce. Reverse to Mabeni. Mabeni to Saul. Good ball movement there. There's Moise open from 3. He's going to try his luck again. Front rim. Rebound Sale. Mabeni picking him up in the full court. Sale's going to try to get by him. He doesn't. Hands it off to, number 13 drives. Can't finish is McLeod, but he gets the rebound back. Batten's driving, and he gets to the rim and finishes. 10-7 for the Okanagan Coyotes. All right. Really extending this defense. Like to see Langara try to get that ball to the high post. There he is. Beautiful. Almost sounds like I know what I'm doing. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. Kagande will come in from Mabeni. I would expect they're going to put Kagande on sale. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. All right, Langara staying in their man-to-man. High screen, they switch it. Sale drives baseline, kicks it out. Long three from Batten off the back rim. And who gets that rebound? Moise ends up with it after Kagande hustled to tip it back from out of bounds. Abdullahi, open Saul for three. Langara struggling with that three ball early on. Good rebound there by Royce. And he turns it over. Ball goes out of bounds to the Coyotes. Ball is inbounded to Batten. Subbing in for Okanagan, by the way, is Brandon Porter. And there was Coral's nice little move inside. Saul tried to steal it and gave up the layup. 12-7. Ball's reversed to Royce. Trying to find that high post sweet spot again. It's there. They move the ball. Moise. And Moise threw it away. The cutter, a high post cutter, went low and didn't look for the ball. So big struggle for offensively right now for the Falcons. Having big time trouble against this zone. There's a switch on the screen. Sale's going to let a three go. No, he fakes it. Gives it to Batten. Batten tries to go. He does a step back three. Count it. Nice little step back there from Kai Batten. Royce dribbles over the trap. Kagande, he's going to split the defense. He tries out of control shot, gets his own rebound, but then he's stripped. Good strip there by McLeod. This is a three-pointer by Sale, no good. Moise with the rebound. Right now we're looking at a 9-0 run by the Coyotes. We'll see if Langara can answer. High post Abdullahi. Oh, he's got to see the other side. There it is. Good job. Oh, Saul misses a wide open layup. And I don't know who that went off of. There was about 5 tips. Referee Dillon is saying it went off the Coyotes. Langara ball 10 on the shot clock as Moise is going to get a rest. Owen Jones coming in and Caden Brown. Caden Brown seeing some time. Caden Brown from David Thompson Secondary School. That would be the Trojans just down the road here on 49th Avenue. You know, it's interesting. Okanagan was in the bonus at the 6-minute mark, and Langara has not taken advantage of it until right there. Royce just put his head down and drove and picked up the foul on Brandon Porter. He's going to get 2 free throws. Yeah, when a team is at the bonus with 6 minutes to go, you want to try to exploit that. It's a bit tougher against a zone, but Royce penetrated there right down the middle and picked up the contact. First free throw is good from Royce Sargent, the fifth-year guard out of Richmond. Matthew McNair Secondary School, another school I taught at. I was at McNair for over 10 years, coaching the boys team there. Lots of great teams. Really enjoyed my time there. All right, the ball is inbounded to Batten. 15-9. Ball's at the top to Biden, and that's a blocking foul. Kagande tried to pick up an offensive foul, but he was moving. Good call by the official. Blocking foul on Kagande. Baseline inbound with 14 seconds to go. I can't really see down there. I'm leaning my head forward up in the bird's nest up here at Langara College up top. Okay, Biden's going to inbound it, being guarded by Abdullahi. Corals is posting up, can't get it. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Langara. Just 1 second off the shot clock there. All right, baseline inbound for Biden now. Goes to Corals, throws it away. Ball is stolen. Nope. Goes to the backcourt. It's not over and back because it was tipped by Langara. All right, and that's an offensive foul, moving screen on number 7, Brandon Porter. That's going to be his second foul. From Rutland Secondary, I think Rutland. I'm pretty sure they're the Voodoos. Somebody out there, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure Rutland are the Voodoos. Which, if they are, that's a great name. I better look that one up at the end of the quarter, but I think I'm right on that. All right. Royce reverses it to Kagande. Kagande drives down the middle, jump stop, trying to find somebody. He's quadruple team. Abdullahi goes baseline spin. Nice spin move. Tough shot, though, in traffic, but he gets his board. Can't finish the rebound. He's fouled. So one thing, Langara really struggling to score, but they're doing the extra gritty things like getting these loose rebounds. I'm looking at, I think, I'm trying to remember now, I think Langara, 6 of their points have come from the foul line, I think. So they've scored more from the foul line than they have from the field. You don't see that very often. And this is a low-scoring game. Not what I was expecting after yesterday's game. I thought the game would be a more transition, open game, but both teams settling in defensively, playing very tough defense. Mabeni guarding Rakino. There's a steal. Great hustle by Josh Kagande, and he finishes, takes that turnover, and turns it into a deuce. 15-13 now. Biden takes the screen from McLeod. Now Corals, he's in a tough spot. He's double teamed, has nobody open, but he finds Biden. Biden turnaround jumper, and he's fouled. I'm sorry, check that. That was Alex Suchik. My mistake. Suchik with that, drawing that foul, and he's going to go to the line. And Abdullahi's got 2. Abdullahi's got 2. And so he'll come out of the game, and Moise will come in. First free throw is good. I believe that's Sideshow Bob, correct? Yes. Camera operator here just showing me a picture of Sideshow Bob, a great character on The Simpsons, with a similar haircut to Corals, so had a bit of a laugh there. Simpsons, man, what a great TV show. It's been on the air, I don't know, like 30 years now, and it just never gets old. All right, ball is inbounded to Kagande. Roy Sargent taking a rest now as Jones came back in. Jones, he's a good shooter, and they left him open. He can't hit it. Rebound goes to Kagande, and I'm not sure about that. But referee Dillon was right on top of it. What he said was that Kagande came into the back court and then touched the ball, which would be an over and back violation. And truthfully, with that gorgeous Falcon, by the way, I mean, how beautiful is that? Like, is this not one of the best painted gyms anywhere? But that gorgeous Falcon, it's tough to see the center line, but referee Dillon was right on top of it. All right, missed shot there by Okanagan. A chance, and there's another reach-in foul. Again, Langara smart by attacking the zone, and Okanagan has to stop reaching in. I mean, I love the way how they're playing aggressively, but they're just giving all these free points to Langara. So 2 more from the line here. Bobby Mabeni swishing on the first one. Bobby, of course, from Burn Creek. Played for a great coach and a great man there at Burn Creek, Ball Dillon. And he makes them both. By the way, they are the Bulldogs, if you were wondering. 17-15, 35 seconds to go. Kagande guarding guarding Batten. Ball goes to Corals. Corals looks for McLeod. McLeod goes inside. Easy deuce for him. Nice little half-court set there by the Coyotes. Mabeni tries to dribble into the trap. That's a mistake because Mr. Batten said, thank you very much, please. Got the steal for a layup. You don't want to dribble into that trap. High post Moise. Nice turn. Mabeni goes middle, turns it over again. Will anybody get a shot off? Yes, they do. Off the backboard. Well, first quarter today, very similar to yesterday's first quarter, as Okanagan came out playing very tough defensively in their zone. Langara had trouble with it, and they are up 21-15. Yesterday, after the first quarter, they were up 22-10. And then it was after that that Langara made a really good comeback, pushing and attacking. So we'll see what will happen now. But good quarter for the Coyotes. When I get the stats, I will read them to you. Just take a quick break. All right, I think had a few technical difficulties there, but I think we're back. Hopefully we're back. Moise from the high post. Long on that jumper from the high post, and back come the Coyotes. Trying to build on this 6-point lead. There's an open three. Batten fakes it, then steps and shoots another one instead and knocks it down. Well, yesterday we saw Sale hitting threes. Today it's Batten. Kagande gives it to Mabeni. He's going to try his luck from three. And Langara struggling offensively right now. Batten's going to say, why not? That's a heat check. No good. Good rebound by Mabeni. Kagande brings it up. Here comes Josh. He gets right to the hoop. Nothing there. Kicks it out. Reverse. Moise from three. Moise, he finally finds it. He finds the bottom. Nice ball movement. Good penetration by Josh. Kick out. Reverse by Mabeni. Good offense there by the Langara Falcons. Corals inside. Kicks it back out to Batten. Batten gives it into the high post, and he goes down, and the three is wide open. Missed by Batten. I'm not sure why the refs haven't blown the whistle yet. So I'm not sure what happened there. Obviously, McLeod got hit in the face and went down. There was no call. Couldn't really tell what happened. There's a lot of hands in there, but I mean, clearly he's not faking this. He must have got hit in the eye. So he's going to sub out, and Sale will come back in. Langara gets the ball, 24-18. Reverse. Oh, missed the high post there. Jones saw with a pump fake, and looks like he shuffled his feet when he went to drive there. Traveled. All right, Biden will bring it up now. Inside. Corals with a nice little easy drop step. Basket's good. Mabeni gives it to Jones. Inside to Moise. He finishes. That was nice ball movement. A little reverse to one side. The high post drop to the low post. Langara starting to get a few answers for this zone. Coral's looking for the ball inside, not open. Batten's open at three. He chooses not to take it, and then he's fouled. Let's see if they give him two for that. I think that's pretty generous, but it's probably the right call. He was starting to gather, so Batten will get 2 free throws. Roy Sargent coming back in the game for Josh Kagande, as Batten is now at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one rattles out. Second one's good. 27-20. Again, the full court pressure. Sargent dribbling through it. Passes it to Mabeni. Mabeni dribbles as well. Gives it to Saul, high post. Kick out to Sargent. Sargent drives, finds Moise. Beautiful pass. Sargent drove hard, just lobbed it up. Moise coming from the dunk spot. That's the spot on the baseline, sort of short corner spot for the easy lay-in. Sale tries three. Banks no good. Rebound Mabeni. And he gives it to Royce. Royce is going to drive, gives it to Moise. Beautiful basketball there by the Falcons. Athia's starting to heat up here. I think that's at least 10 for him now. I do have the first quarter stats. I'll get to them in a minute when we have a break and play. High post for Corals. Corals going to drive left. You know he's going left. Pulls up. Jumper. Must make him go right. Sargent dribbles over center. Splits it. Passes to Moise. Another wide open layup. Oh, you got to count that. No, come on. That's interesting because I thought that should have counted. But what the referee is saying is after Royce passed it to Moise, after the pass, he continued his momentum. He didn't jump stop, and he committed a charging foul, right, or a pushing foul because he didn't have the ball. And then Moise did not make the layup before that contact. And again, I have no idea. Usually if you make that call, it's tough to get the basket off. But it seemed to me, because he passed it so quickly, Moise basically just tipped it in. It seemed to me that that basket probably should have counted. But again, I have no idea. You guys can, on YouTube land out there, why don't you check it out on a replay. Go back and let me know if you think that basket should have counted. And you can always get a hold of me on Twitter, or I guess it's called X now. I don't know. You can get a hold of me on that. Coach Eve, at Coach Eve. Instagram as well. I'm even on TikTok now. Like, trust me, I don't even understand it or how it works, but I don't know. I've put a couple videos out. I don't even know if they went, how it worked, or even if it went to anybody. But my handles are all at Coach Eve. All right, here we go. Ball being inbounded by Biden to Batten. Looking for Sale off a little Raptor screen at the top. Not open. He's going to drive instead on Jones. He gets right to the rim. Easy layup. Coach Cass not going to be happy about that. All right, Royce gives it to Owen Jones. Back to Royce. Royce drives. Contact. Nothing there. Fakes. Got to go up. And he goes up strong over the three big man. Royce Sargent at 5'10", finishing strong over the three big guys in the key there. Ball goes inside to Biden. Biden gives to Corals. Corals lefty jump. Hooked. Corals getting a lot of easy looks down there. 33-26. Jones drives. Gives it to Moise. Skip past to Mabeni. Mabeni's going to try three. Mabeni was on last night. He hasn't hit anything tonight. And that's a rebounding foul on Owen Jones. And obviously the fouls were against Okanagan in the first quarter, but in this quarter, Okanagan not committed a foul yet, and it's Langara's turn. As they have committed three, and that last foul, not a smart foul. Okanagan clearly had the ball in possession, not a smart foul. So Jones will come out, and Abdullahi will go in. Mabeni on Sale. Biden gives it to Batten. Batten drives, step back. He likes that little step back. He hit a couple before. Front rim on that one, but they get the rebound. Big rebounds come off threes. You got to be ready for those big rebounds. You can't just run under the hoop. Sargent guarding Schwersik, but too big and too strong for him. 9-point lead now for the Coyotes. 9-point lead. High post Abdullahi. He's got to look to shoot that. He was wide open. Nobody was guarding him, but he passed it instead. Sargent gets picked. Great steal by McLeod. McLeod gives it up to Batten. Largest lead of the game now for the Coyotes. Pass to Moise inside. He's fouled. Reach-in foul there by Alex Swirsik. All right. Inbounding the ball on the baseline is Mabeni. Moise pops out, and Mabeni turns it over. No. We got a foul on somebody. I didn't see it. Corals, okay, on that loose ball when he was chasing that loose ball with Moise. He committed a foul, and Coach Cass wants to take a timeout as his team is now down 11. I can quickly give you those first quarter stats. First quarter score was 21-15 for the Coyotes. For the Falcons, you had Moise with 4, and then just a bunch of guys with deuce with 2. Royce, Bobby, Owen, Josh, all with 2, and Abdullahi. So that's pretty balanced scoring. It's just not a lot of scoring. But here's the number. Like this, this is frightening. Well, first of all, I was right. Langara, of their 15 points in the first quarter, 11 of them came from the foul line. And Langara, are you ready for this? I knew it was bad, but this is stunning. 13% shooting, 0% from the three-point line, 0 for 7. Luckily, they were 92% from the line, and that's how they've stayed in this game. The Coyotes, on the other hand, shot 53% from the field. Again, only 20% from 3. And they only had 2 free throws. They made them both. Rebounding, Langara leads at 9-5. So 13% and 11 of their 15 points were from the foul line. They only had 2 field goals in that first quarter. And they don't have a whole lot more here either, truthfully. Okay, Mabeni drives. No good. Royce comes off the second drive. Handoff. Spins. Gets into the lane. Pull-up jumper. Good. No, back rim. Rebound by Sale. McLeod gives it back to Sale. Sale keeps his dribble live. Kai Batten in the corner. Corals is going to take another shot. Corals on fire. On fire for the Coyotes. 39-26 is a 13-point lead. Rohan Saul drives, can't finish again. Abdullahi with the board. He's triple teamed. Saul with misses again. Whew. Langara just can't make anything. Tough drive there by Biden. He can't finish. Saul might have bumped him but got away with it. Sargent just going to go right-handed. Finds an open Saul. Wide open layup. I think when Langara is able to penetrate early against the zone before Okanagan gets it set up, that's when they've had their most success. McLeod gives it to Biden. Langara, nobody knows who's they're guarding right now. Absolute miscommunication there on defense. Nobody knew who they were guarding, and as a result, wide open layup for the Okanagan Coyotes. Royce drives, kicks to Mabeni. Mabeni drives, pulls up. Mabeni can't find the mark. He gets his own rebound. He's going to go to the hoop again, and he finishes. Well, it's a good thing they're making extra effort on the offensive board because it's the only way they're scoring, that or free throws. High screen and roll. There's a switch. Corals at 3. Maybe he's hot tonight. He is. He says, you know what? I'm hitting all my little jump hooks inside. I'm going to hit a 3 now. 44-30, extending their lead. Mabeni looking, goes to Saul. Saul to Royce. Royce looking for the high post to Abdullahi. He turns the corner, and it's on the basket, will not count. The foul took place before the shot. So Langara will inbound it from the sideline. In case you're wondering, if the ball goes through the hoop after a foul is called, it doesn't count. The inbound is always on the sideline and not on the baseline. All right, Mabeni gives it back to Sargent. Sargent looks to drive, splits the defense, turns it over. It's very tough to drive against that zone unless it's in transition. In the half court, it's very tough. Corals is just going to go all the way. That's an offensive foul. He definitely got away with one there. He bumped Kagandi right off the spot, but Corals is just going to town here. 3 by Sargent, no good. Oh, well, Langara's in trouble here. They're not scoring, and defensively, they're not playing well either right now, so they got to be careful, or this game's going to get out of control. Corals tries to hit a cutting player there, but it's stolen by Sargent. Moise goes around his back, gives it to Royce. Royce tries to drive, turns it over again. Sargent getting very frustrated, and there's another wide open layup for Okanagan. Langara in real trouble here. Okanagan just putting it to him right now as they're just trying to find an answer to the zone, and they have no answers. Kagandi goes out of control of the hoop. At this point, Langara just needs to survive the half. McLeod hands it off to Sale. Sale hasn't hit one yet, still hasn't. Rebound by Moise. Moise is going to go on his own this time. Let's see what happens. He's going to get there, little pull-up jumper, way short. Right now, I got to say, Langara is playing fairly selfish basketball. A lot of forced shots, a lot of drives and tough finishes. You know, if you can't score right away in transition against the zone, you've got to move the ball. Here goes Corals again. They at least made him come back to his right, and he did miss that one. Rebound should have been off Moise, but I guess it wasn't. It was off of Okanagan. Langara lucky to survive that without getting scored on. 48-30, 44 seconds to go. They desperately need a hoop. It's been a long, scoring bout for the Falcons. Mabeni to Royce. Back to Mabeni. He drives, long pull-up, no good, of course. And Okanagan can hold it, but not for the last shot. There's about a 5-second difference. So they're going to want to take a shot late. Kagandi, they do have a foul. Langara does have a foul to give. So they can be pretty aggressive. Corals, he's going to go on Moise. I think he's going to shoot a step-back three. That was a really tough shot. But Okanagan gets a rebound, and they have a chance to score at the buzzer here. Will they get a shot off? There's a running hook, almost off the backboard. And the first half is in the books, and a dominating first half for the Okanagan College Coyotes. Cam Sale having a chat with referee Dillon right now. I think saying that he got fouled by Royce, but nevertheless, they're in a very good position now at 48-30. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, isn't this weird? Last night, we saw the women win by 20, dominating down the stretch, and then they lose by 20 tonight. The Langara men were down after the first quarter, but then dominated the next three quarters, and they won by 20. They have put up 107 points last night. And now, just like the women's team, it is 48-30 for Okanagan, an 18-point lead. All right, I'll be very curious to see what's going to happen in the second half, so everybody hang in there with me. This is Paul Eberhardt coming to you live on the Langara College Falcons YouTube network, PACWEST Sports Action. All right, I'll be back in about 15. Well, you know what? Before I go, I'll read you the stats. 2 players for the Okanagan College Coyotes dominating. We all know Jason Corals because he's got 17 points on 8 of 10 shooting. But Kai Batten also was 17 on 7 of 12 shooting, and shooting including 2 3-pointers. Okanagan shot 57% in the first half, only 25% from 3, 75% from the line. Langara, only player in double digits is Moise Athaya. He has 13. Next highest scorer has 4. Langara with 11 turnovers. Rebounding is even, but here's the shooting percentages. Langara up to 27% from the field, 9% from 3 on 1 of 11. Moise hitting the only 3. And the only reason they're not down 30 is they did go 11 for 12 from the line, 91%, 92%. Okay, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Enjoy your halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Paulie Bird coming to you live on the Langara College YouTube network. Second half action underway. Langara, big hole to dig out of as they found themselves down 18, and they had a lot of trouble with this zone. We'll see if they can figure it out. Got to be a little bit more patient. Little dribble pull up way off by Jones. Sale against Mabeni. Gives it to McLeod. Back to Sale. Sale launches a three off the rim. Rebound by Athaya, tipped by Saul. See if Langara can get running. Beat that zone down the floor is usually the best way to score against, to try to beat it down the floor. Skip pass to Jones. He actually had a lane right to the hoop, but instead he gave it to Sargent from the deep corner. Nice little driving kick there by Owen Jones. And Sargent hits only the second three of the game for Langara. Little pull-up jumper is good there by McLeod. Jones, Mabeni's going to try his luck on a three. No good. Should have followed a shot there. He would have got his own rebound. And here comes Corals. Wide open layup in transition. 52-33. Long lead pass to Athaya, and Coral smartly just tips it out of bounds. Okanagan, definitely the team showing way more energy. You can just tell in their body language, way more energy, way more positivity. Ball goes into Saul. Saul kicks it out to Jones. Royce. And Okanagan's in man-to-man now. Royce is going to try to exploit that, and he does. Gets by his man and finishes with a layup. I'm sure Langara was pleased to see that that they went to man off that inbound. All right, ball is reversed to Sale, being guarded by Jones. Deep three. Sale has not hit one yet tonight. Both Moise and Saul get the rebound. All right, here comes Sargent. Looking to score in transition. Bet all the Okanagan back. Little handoff to Moise for three. No good. Rebound. Jones. Good hustle there by Langara. Saul actually kept it alive. Jones open three in the corner. That's his favorite shot. And just like that, Langara hits 2 threes, double the amount they hit in the first half. They're down 14 now, 52-38. Baseline to Biden. Biden tries to go inside Mabeni with a good steal. 3-on-2 here. Mabeni's going to try to go, and he turns it over. Back comes Okanagan. Corals inside. He's going to go to the right, made him go right, and he still made it. Good turn. I'm telling you, very impressive effort by Mr. Corals tonight. All right, Jones, he hit last one, fakes it instead. Sargent, he's going to try one, and he misses. Jones gets a rebound. Back to Sargent. Sargent drives, gets around his man. That's a tough baseline jumper off the side of the backboard. Bad decision there by Mr. Sargent. Pull up three in transition, way off. Not sure that's what Okanagan wants, as Biden took that. Nice drive there by Sargent. Kicks it to Moise Athaya. And the ball is going to, Langara's walking back on defense, but the trail ref has said that that was a tip. He's saying it's a tip. He's not even talking to his official. He's convinced of it, so they don't partner up to figure that out. So it's going to be out of bounds back to Langara. The shot clock should be still fairly high. That was in transition. So let's figure out what the shot clock's going to be. My guess is it'll be around 20. Okay, 19 they're putting it at. All right, baseline inbounds here for Sargent. Nice break there by Langara, because I do think that went off of them. So Moise for three, count it. And he took advantage of that. Middle drive, tough shot by Batten. Good defense there by the Falcons. Moise comes down with it, gives it to Mabeni, back to Moise. And Moise had 13 in the first half. I think he's got at least 5 here. And there's another one. Timeout by Coach Genie. And you know, there could be something happen tonight. I don't want to jinx it, but Moise Athai in his 5th year. I had the opportunity to coach him here for a couple of years. He played 1 year at Kwantlen. Then when he came here, the 2 years he played for me, he was a league all-star. And in his 2nd year, he was the highest scoring in the league. He led the league in scoring. He then played last year for Coach Joey Dillon and also had a good scoring year. So my understanding is heading into this weekend, he was 46 points away from passing Grant Campbell of Douglas College to become the all-time leading scorer. He needed 46 points to do that. He had 18 last night. He's got at least 20 right now by my track. So this could be exciting tonight. Moise could become the all-time leading scorer in this league. If he needs 26 tonight, I believe. Is it 26 or 28? He needs 28 tonight to tie, 29 to pass, and he is starting to get close to that number. Oh, nice backdoor there. Mabeni got caught trying to steal. Great backdoor by Biden. Nice design out of the timeout by Coach Dino Gini. Sargent on the wing. They're paying a lot more attention to Moise at the high post now. Mabeni reverses it. Royce, short corner to Athaya. Sargent, Jones with a nice little 3-step. Can't get it. And Sargent reaches in and fouls Sale. First foul of this second half. Took 4 minutes and 12 seconds for the first foul to be called. 56-43, 13-point lead. It was 18 at half, so Langara's cut 5 points off of it. All right, Biden is going to bring it up against Mabeni. Mabeni guarding him tight. McLeod to Corals. Corals is going to try his luck from another 3. Misses it. Mabeni's got the rebound. Leak out by Saul. And Saul gets stripped by Batten. But there's a foul. Batten came in and tried to strip him of the ball. And it looked like he got the ball. But referee Wira picked up a foul there as I think he had his hand wrapped around the waist. Good pickup there by the trail official as Saul will shoot 2. And Saul misses the second one, but Moise Athaya hustles for the rebound. He drives baseline, gets to the rack, and he's fouled. One thing Moise is good at over the years, he's good at getting to the foul line. And Moise inching ever closer to becoming the all-time leading scorer in the PACWEST. As I said, Grant Campbell is in first place from Douglas College. He had a tremendous 5-year career for the Royals. Second place is Martin Bogiev. Marty played 4 years at Langara, but he also at CAP, but he also played for me 1 year here at Langara. As a matter of fact, Marty actually played 4.5 years because he had to sit out a half-year eligibility. Otherwise, he definitely would have been the all-time leading scorer. And Moise started the night in third, but has a chance to pass them. We'll see where he goes. I'll have the stats after the next quarter. Nice drive by McLeod, but Biden follows up. And 14-point lead, back to 14 for the Coyotes. All right, working against the zone still. Sargent on the wing. Owen back to Sargent. That's very good ball movement. Mabeni has been struggling, but he knocks it down. That's the patience that Coach Cass wants from his players. Great ball movement, open 3. Mabeni gets on the board with his first 3 of the night. 58-47. It's as close as the Falcons have been in a long time. Good strip there by Sargent as Corals tried to come back, but then he loses it again at center as he's double teamed, and a bad sequence there for the Falcons. They got a steal, but then they lost it again, and they gave up an easy layup for 2, 60-47, Okanagan. Inside to Moise, he goes up, easy layup, finishes. Moise really going to work here, and I think I'm trying to pull up live stats on my phone because he might even get it in this quarter the way he's scoring. Okay, here comes Batten. Batten's going to, sorry, that's not Batten. That was McLeod for three. Misses. Sargent to Mabeni. Oh, he missed a wide open Moise. Roland Saul fakes the three, drives, kicks to Royce. Royce goes left. Corner kick. Owen Jones way off the mark. Great rebound by Saul. He's fouled. Couldn't make the end one. All right, let's see where we're at here. Sorry, there's not much room up here in the Falcons' nest. Don't want to drop my phone on the people sitting beneath me. Okay, let's see. As Saul goes to the line to shoot two. All right, they have a chance now to get it down to 9 points, single digits, and he misses it. So we got a 10-point lead. Little pull up from the foul line, but great follow. Let's see, what's the foul going to be? Is it going to be over the back or is it going to be shooting? I think it's going to be shooting foul. Yeah, fouls on Moise. Corals with great hustle there. He's just having such a good game. Is Jaron Corals from Cornerstone Christian in Fort Worth, Texas. All right. So right now, I got the live stats up. Moise has 20. So he is 8 points away from tying the record, 9 points away from breaking it. All right. Corals. Moise with the rebound, outlets to Sargent. In transition, this is what Sargent likes. Nothing there, though. He kicks it back to Mabeni. Mabeni to Moise. Moise tried to throw it inside to Saul. Saul wasn't even looking for it, but fortunately, it deflected out of bounds off Okanagan. Fortunately for Langara, that is. Excuse me. All right, Sargent to inbound. Gives it to Abdullahi. Back to Sargent. Sargent can't turn the corner on McLeod. Gives it back to Abdullahi. He's double teamed. Dribbles out of the double team. Reverses it back to Sargent. Sargent being hand checked. Good call there. I don't think that basket will count. I think the foul was before the shot. Yep. Hand checked by Kai Batten. So the ball will be sideline out of bounds for Mabeni. Sargent for three. Got it. Langara climbing back in this game as they've now hit 4 3-balls in this quarter. 2 for Sargent. There goes Biden. He gets right to the rack. Easy left-hand layup. Good answer back from the Coyotes as Langara had it down to 7. Sargent to Kagande. Back to Sargent. To Kagande. High post to Moise. Moise looking. Nothing there. Back to Kagande. Back to Mabeni. Good ball movement. In and out for Mabeni. Too bad. It was good offense, but they better get back. Batten's just going to put his head down and go, and he travels. Yeah. Yeah, a little out of control there was Mr. Batten. All right, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Langara has cut the halftime lead of 18 points down to 10. They have got it as close as 7, too. Sargent drives, takes the bump, can't finish, and I think the rebound is going to be on, rebounding foul definitely on Langara. Definitely on Okanagan. I think it's on Porter. Yes, it's on Porter. And Moise is going to get free throws because that is the penalty now. So with the last 2:21, once again, Okanagan in the bonus, and Moise taking advantage. He'll get to the line. First free throw is good. Second one, also good. That puts Moise at 22. Inching closer, very exciting. All right, here comes the Coyotes. Biden against Kagande. We got a piece of it, but couldn't quite steal it. Coral's posting up strong inside. Skip pass over to Porter. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, just what Langara needed. All right, 8-point lead, 63-55. We have 2 minutes to go. Langara really showing very good patience against the zone, which has paid off for them because they did not show that in the first half. All right, Jones, back to Kagande. Fakes the reverse, drives left, nothing there. Kicks it to Abdullahi. He's long on that shot. Jones tries for the rebound, but nice pull down there by McLeod. Biden, baseline drive drift to Porter. Porter inside to Corals. They should probably double team Corals and you certainly can't let him go left. Good double team there by Kagande. He forces the turnover. Here goes Abdullah. He's got Moise. Oh, he threw it too high. Unfortunately, he was trying to hit Royce, and I knew Royce, when he caught it, was just going to give it right to Moise, but it was a little high, and Langara turns it over. Okay, Coach Dino Gino calling for a horn set, so there'll be 2 screens here, or they're going to go to the high post. Oh, nice take. Moise got caught napping there. He thought he was going to hand it off, but instead he went right to the hoop. And that's a foul by Athaya. It's his second, and it'll be 2 shots for Keyshawn McLeod from Edmonton, Alberta. All right, 1 shot. Can get the lead back up to double digits here. And it's off the rim, and good box out there by Abdullahi. All right, here comes Roy Sargent. 1 minute to go. Kagande drives baseline, takes a bump. He's triple teamed. He finds Royce. Now Royce is going to try a little pull up, and he was fouled. For certain he was fouled. He got hit on the arm. Ref didn't see it, and that's a travel. Yeah, when you go down to the ground like that, you can't roll over. That's a travel, and he rolled over, so good call by the referee. Saw Sargent having a little discussion there, telling the referee, hey, I got hit. I'm not lying. But, us players and coaches sometimes maybe aren't always accurate. So referees will listen, but not usually believe us. However, in that case, I think Royce definitely was hit. Okay, Mabeni to inbound. Box formation for Langara. Moise, little baseline jumper, passed it up, gave it back to Mabeni. No good. Great rebound there by Corals. He's going to go. Lead pass. Langara not back again. Missed layup in transition. Langara got a bit lucky there as Batten missed that layup. And rebound goes out of bounds. Once again, Langara with a chance to cut it to 7. 44 seconds to go here. Mabeni's going to let the ball come up the court so the clock doesn't start. Give him more time. Smart play. Kagande's on the wing. Gets the ball looking for Moise. Moise single coverage. Thought he might look to score there. Mabeni drives. He takes some contact. Good block there at the end, though, by number 13, McLeod. McLeod's got the ball. Goes to Corals. Corals is going to try to go. It's a tough shot. Well defended, but Corals on fire all game. Knocks it down. 18 seconds left. 66-55. Kagande's going to hold for a bit. Goes to the corner. Back to Kagande. Reverse to Bobby Mabeni. Bottom of the net for Mabeni. And at the end of 3 quarters, Langara was down 18. They've now cut it to 8. Just what they were looking to do. 66-58 after 3 quarters. And our Moise Athaya watch for him to break the record. He has 22 points. So I believe he is now past Martin Bogiev. And if he gets 7 more points in this 4th quarter, he will become the PACWEST all-time leading scorer. I mean, if you get a chance to go on the PACWEST website, there are some pretty impressive names on that website. They list all the stats: rebounds, assists, scoring, and there's some pretty impressive names on that list. And Moise will, I mean, he might not get it tonight, but he clearly will become the all-time leading scorer in the league, barring anything unfortunate happening, because he is only 7 points away. Got the three-quarter stats here now, the full stats. Okay, for Okanagan, Corals continuing his dominance. He's 11 for 15 from the field, 24 points. Kai Batten with 17, and then 9 points for Keyshawn McLeod. Leading rebounder is Cam Sale with 9, and Manny Biden with 8. Leading assists for Okanagan is Cam Sale with 3. Leading scorer Moise with 22 for Langara, 12 for Roy Sargent, 10 for Bobby Mabeni. Leading rebounder is Roy Sargent, smallest guy in the court. Oh, I'm sorry. Leading assists is Roy Sargent with 7. Leading rebounds with 8 is Moise Athaya. Looking to go to Corals, and there's going to be a foul on Abdullahi. Okanagan shooting 53% from the field, but really struggling from the three, shooting only 17%. Langara bringing their percentage up. It's still low, but it's at 33% now. But in particular, their three-point percentage much better, as they're up to 30.4%. They are 7 for 23 from 3. And another foul, that one on Moise, that's 3. And that's 2 quick fouls by Langara. They got to make sure they stay out of foul trouble. When you're behind, you can't afford to put the team ahead of you in the bonus early. Nice drive by Sale, and he loses the ball. He thinks he was fouled, but no call. Kagandi, hard the other way, goes left, and he's bumped. So some quick fouls here in the second half. Sale not happy. Coach Genie not happy. But it'll be a sideline inbounds by Kagande. That's 3 on Jaron Corals. Kagandi reverse to Mabeni. Into Moise. Little fadeaway counted. That's 24. Uh-oh. Langara didn't know who they were checking. Let's see if Sale makes them pay. He doesn't. Ball goes out of bounds. Langara ball. 6-point lead now. Okanagan hanging on for dear life. This is a very gritty game. It's not the up and down scoring that we saw a bit of yesterday. Okanagan digging hard in their zone. Langara having to show patience to break it. A lot of loose rebound battles, loose ball battles. This is a gritty game. 66-60, Sargent to Kagande. Back to Sargent. He's going to take an open 3. He's hit a couple in and out. Kagande with a nice rebound, gets right to the rim and finishes with the left hand. It's a 4-point game, folks. Kagande, does he get the steal? Ooh, that was close. He almost got it. Coach Genie going to sub back in Kai Batten. Probably looking for a little more ball handling help as Langara is really extending this pressure. It's just man pressure, but they're making it hard for him. Kagande on Batten. Moise was thinking about doubling. He does. Manny Biden wide open, but doesn't want to shoot it. Nice cut there. Oh, he misses it, but great hustle on the rebound by McLeod. He made a great cut. Couldn't finish the layup, but showed great hustle to get his rebound. Batten in and out. Turns it over. Here goes Sargent. He's going to get to the rack. And he almost finishes. He gets fouled. Royce did a really good job of drawing the contact on Sale. Really good job. Almost got the end one, but Sargent will step to the line for 2. And these free throws give Langara an opportunity to make it a one-possession game. First one's good. Misses the second. Moise gets a good rebound, and he's fouled. That was a really smart play by Athaya. He got the rebound clean, and Biden was backing up into him, still on the box. So he just put the shot up right away. And that was a really smart play by Moise Athaya because he earned the 2 free throws. It is now a one-possession game. That's 3 fouls on Biden. Athaya is good on the first. That's 25. And that's 26, ladies and gentlemen. He's a 3-ball away from becoming the PACWEST BC's all-time leading scorer. And we got a game on top of it, a 1-point game. All right. Looking a little out of sorts. Cam Sale tries a three. He finally gets one. He's been looking for that all game, and that was well-timed. Well-timed three by Sale as it extends the lead. Moise, no. Good rebound by Abdullahi, but can't get it. Schwarzek comes out. We've got two Okanagan players down. I'm guessing they collided. Looks like Sale is holding his head, and the other player, as they would say, the lower. If you remember wrestling in the 90s when Gorilla Monsoon used to announce wrestling, and when someone would take a shot to the nuts, he'd say, "I think he got hit in the lower abdominal region," and I think that's what just happened out here. I think he got hit in the lower abdominal region, and he is going to come out as Manny Biden. Cam Sale looking a little woozy. I think he needs to come out too, and the trainer should probably take a look at him because he did hit his head. Kai Batten going out there cleaning up the floor. And, Cam Sale is going to come out. Hopefully the athletic therapist can take a look at him. He looks like he did hit his head on that play. All right, 69-65, Okanagan with the ball. Schwarzek inbounding to Porter. Back to Schwarzek. He goes inside to Corals. Corals is the guy they should probably think about double teaming him because he really is hurting them. Baseline drive back to Corals. Little 1-foot runner, good. Wow, what a great show Corals is putting on today. All right, back to 6 points now. Abdullahi goes high, goes to Moise, foul shot, it's long. Moise goes for his rebound. Abdullahi gets it, kicks it out. Sargent open three, he's going to try it. He's good. Sargent's hit, I think, 3 of those in the second half, maybe 4. Back to a one-possession game. Steal by Sargent, and he's going to get a wide-open layup. In he goes, and he finishes nicely, and it's a 1-point game. Oh, my, this is getting exciting. Almost a steal by Kagandi. Almost. 71-70. Referees, I think, are having discussion about the shot clock. And they're going to get it back to 19 because it shouldn't have been a reset. No possession there by Kagande. Moise sitting at 26 points, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Sale, he's back in the game. He gets to the rim, a little contact, and one. I tell you what, Sale had a tough first 3 quarters, but with the game on the line now, he hit a 3. He's back in the game after taking a knock to the noggin, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play here. And he's good. 74-70 as number 6, Manny Biden's going to come back in for Brandon Porter. Incidentally, Jaron Corals, 26 points now on 12 of 17 shooting. All right, Sargent to Kagande. Kagande shot fake. Sargent, he's been hot. Let's see if he can hit another one. Back rim, rebound by Okanagan. 74-70. Cam Sale being guarded by Kagande. Takes a bump. Ball goes, that's a deep 3 from Schwarzek, and he finds the bottom of the net. Okanagan, they are bending, but they are not breaking. In the corner, Mabeni, shot fake, drive, and he steps out of bounds. Usually you see visiting players do that, not home players, but Mabeni didn't realize it, stepped out of bounds. And Coach Cass has taken a timeout as Okanagan, like I said, Langara had it to within, I think they might had it to within 1, I believe. But they've come back every time. They are not letting Langara get the lead from them. Again, statistically, Moise Athaya with 26, 9 for 16 shooting, 6 for 8 from the line. Roy Sargent with 18, including 3 threes that he made all in the second half. 10 points for Bobby Mabeni. 5 for Rohan Saul and Owen Jones. For Okanagan, it's been the Jaron Coral show. 12 for 17, including a 3. 26 points. Kai Batten, 17. Manny Biden with 10. Keyshawn McLeod, 9. Cam Sale, 8. But all of those Cam Sale points have come here when it matters in the fourth quarter. All right. Going to have an exciting finish here now. Notice, too, by the way, there's 6 minutes to go, but both teams are at 3 fouls. So that could become a real factor, not only in terms of the bonus, but it could become a factor for players. You know, these starting players, a lot of them have 3 fouls right now. Could become an issue with foul trouble. I know both Abdullahi and Moise have 3. And for Okanagan, Biden has 3 and Corals has 3. And Alex Schwersik has 4. And that's a travel. Yeah, Schwersik didn't like the call, but it was the right call. Okay, Sargent. He's at the top. He goes to Bobby Mabeni. Mabeni fakes, goes to Kagande. Looking at that high-low. Mabeni drives. Kagande drives. Little pull-up lefty. Runner goes in and out. Tough luck for Kagande. He had a nice penetration shot there. All right, Okanagan trying to get the lead back up a little higher now. High post to McLeod. Back to Corals. Corals shot fake. He's at the three-point line. Mabeni gets over his screen. Kagande gets over the screen. Sale drives. He gets right by again. Cam Sales showing why he's such a tough player. The DP Todd product. Getting all his points here when the Okanagan needed him most in the fourth quarter. Mabeni fakes the 3, drives baseline, gives it back to Kagande. Kagande fakes it to Royce. Only 8 on the shot clock. They need to get a touch here to Moise. They don't, and it's an air ball. Bad sequence there for the Falcons. And if they don't dig in now, it's going to be over. Corals, he gets right to the rim, easy lay-in, and they have restored an 11-point lead. Langara worked so hard to get it to 1, and Okanagan showing some real grit and toughness here. Mabeni inside. Moise has not touched the ball in a long time. Kagande in and out on the 3, no good. Well, Langara needs to get the ball with some touches inside, and there's Sale with another layup, and he's fouled. Coming back into the game for the Falcons is going to be Rohan Saul and Owen Jones. You know, that after you lose a game by 20 plus and you got to play the next afternoon and you've traveled all the way down from Kelowna, you would think that, you know, they'd be really tired. And when Langara closed that 18-point lead to 1, Okanagan just showed some serious toughness, some serious mental toughness. And this young man, Cam Sale, getting all of his points when he needs to get them. I think this is going to give him 10 if he makes this now, and they've all come in the last 7 minutes. Yeah, Cam Sale now with 11, and they've got it back up to a 13-point lead. All right, Langara's in a bit of trouble here. After a great comeback, Okanagan not letting them go anymore. All right, ball's reversed. Owen Jones, he drives baseline. Throws a skip pass to nobody. And, Langara is really out of sorts here. I know Cassidy's already called 1 timeout. He's only got 2 left, but he might want to consider calling a second one because they are absolutely out of sorts at the offensive end now. They have no momentum left. All right, here comes Manny Biden. He kicks to Sale. Short. Rebound by Kaganda. They can run on this. He's got Saul. He gives it to him. And Saul loses the handle. Otherwise, he would have had a layup. Kagande to Sargent. Sargent for 3. No good. Front rim. Rebound there by Jones. Great hustle. Sargent out of control but finds Athaya. This could be the one. There it is. There it is. With that 3-point shot, Moise Athaya is now the all-time leading scorer in the PACWEST. Congratulations, Moise. And he gets a steal there, and he's going to try to go coast to coast. That's a block. Yep, good call by referee Dillon. Looks like we have another Okanagan player down at the other end of the floor. Moise Athaya. All right. What an amazing accomplishment. Moise Athaya in his 5th year, with still more than half the season to go, has now become the PACWEST BC's all-time leading scorer. Now it looks like Manny Biden is down, and Coach Dino Gini is with him, and assistant coach I think is out there, other players to try to help him up. I'm not sure. It looks like he's injured his ankle or his knee. He's going to hop off to the side. Hopefully he'll be okay. They're going to get that sweat wiped up on the floor. Well, referees are not paying attention to the fact that the floor is being wiped up at the other end because of that spill. Now referee Wera saw it, so after this free throw he'll probably hold the play if he's still out there. Nope, he's off the floor now. Moise misses the first one. Second one is good. All right, 83-74. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Langara can't afford to give up many more baskets here. They need stops. There's a steal. Oh, almost. McLeod gets it back, gives it to Sale. Sale being hassled by Royce Sargent. There's the screen. Switch off that screen. Moise is going to take Sale. That's a long, deep three, way off the mark. Kagandi gets the rebound. Royce gets the rebound. The bodies are everywhere. There's a foul. Not a smart foul there by Keyshawn McLeod, as that's going to give Josh Kagande 2 free throws, and more importantly, or as importantly for the Falcons, that stops the clock. Wow, I'm so excited for Moise Athaya. After Langara, after the Kwantlen team folded, where Moise played, it was a couple years later where he just showed up to one of my open gyms, and I was like, wow, this guy's good. And was able to sign him and coach him for 2 years where, like I said, he was a 2-time All-Star, led the league in scoring. Last year did the same with Joey Dillon, had a great year, and he's now the all-time leading scorer in the league. Well done. All right, Kagani missed both free throws, unfortunately for Langara. Nice drive there, and little inside jump hook. Good ball movement, and Coach Dino wants a timeout as it's now 83-76. So we got a 7-point game. We got just under 3 minutes to go. Both teams in the bonus. We got an exciting game. We got a record-breaking performance by Moise Athaya. Man, don't go anywhere. This is awesome stuff. I'll give you a stats update here. Athaya now with 30 points. 10 for 17 shooting, 3 for 7 from 3, 7 for 10 from the line, 9 rebounds. Royce with 18 points on 6 of 16 shooting, 3 for 9 from 3, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He has 8 assists. Bobby Benny with 10 points on 3 of 13 shooting. Owen Jones 7 points on 2 of 7. Rohan Saul 5 points on shooting 1 of 5. Kagande with 4 and Naveed Abdullahi with 2. For Okanagan, Jaron Quarles shooting 13 for 18, including 1 3, 28.7 rebounds. Kai Batten with 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Cam Sale 12 points on 4 of 14, 1 of 10 from the three-point line. Not great, but he hit one when he needed to stem the lead a little bit here in the fourth quarter. Keyshawn McLeod with 9, Alex Shorstick with 7, 9 rebounds for Cam Sale, leading in rebounds, leading in assists as well with 4. All right, here we go. 83-76. Cam Sale gives it to Batten. There's a screen, go inside to Quarles. He's been the guy, and he spins on Moise. He goes up and down. That's a travel. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is an ultimate bailout. Ultimate bailout. Foul was called. The baseline official was going to call the travel, but the trail official said that Moise hit him on the arm. I certainly didn't see that. He was straight up. He was totally straight up. But I guess the trail official, Wera, thought he brought his arm down and hit him. So 2 free throws. That's 4 fouls on Moise, too. Second free throw is good. 84-76. All right, here comes Mabeni. Back to Sargent. 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Kind of a must-score situation. High post to him. A very soft pass by Owen Jones. And it was stolen. That is a disaster for Langara because they are running out of time. They better get a stop here. Smart by OC to use the clock. Corals goes, spins back, goes to his left, and he's short. Well defended there by Owen Jones. All right, see if they're going to go. And that's a foul. Sargent's so good at drawing contact. He saw Coral took a little step. He drove right into him, took the blocking foul. And now that's 4 fouls on Coral. So the 2 top scorers in the game, Jaron Quarles and Moise Athaya, both with 4. Sargent, good on the first. And he misses the second. Let's see the rebound. Good hustle there by Quarles. All right, here comes Sale. A little press here by Langara. They're going to trap. They're going to trap Sale, but he doesn't. Oh, doesn't turn it over. Almost. Quarles goes left. What other way is he going to go? And they let him go right to the rim for an uncontested layup. Great take by Quarles. Open 3 by Owen Jones off the back rim. Sargent rebound. Mabeni. Got to find Moise, guys. Got to find your guy with 30 points. But a nice drive to the rim. Royce can't finish. And I think right now this could be over. Looking for turnovers here. Quarles is going to go again, and that's a bad shot by Quarles this time. And a rebound goes to Saul, but goes out of bounds as Schwersik hits the deck, and now he's hurt. Boy, Okanagan leaving it all out on the floor. They're giving it everything. And that's a timeout by Cassidy, Kannemeyer. I think they'll probably advance the ball here. It is a 3-possession game. They don't need a 3 here. They need a score for sure. So they need to look for an easy or quick 2. And if it's going to be a 3, they need to make sure it's not a quick, 3. They don't have to panic yet. A minute 20 is still enough time. But they definitely need a score here. And then I'll expect, some sort of press. They are in the bonus. They might have to start fouling. Okanagan shooting pretty well from the foul line. And that's going to be 3 shots. That is just what Langara was looking for as that's the 5th foul on Schwersik. And it'll be 3 shots for Owen Jones. Subbing in will be Porter. Three shots. Good on the first one. Second one back rim. Really needed all 3 there. Definitely need this second one, or this third one, sorry. Good. 86-79. Langara full court pressure. A little trap here. Oh, there's a steal. There's a steal by Mabeni. Jones with a runner makes it a 5-point game. They're going to trap again. That's a great trap, but a good pass by Sale. They get it over center. Batten's looking to dribble, throw. Oh, good catch. Little panicking here by Okanagan. Now at this point now, if you're Langara, you do not want to foul at this point. You do not want to foul. Good trap. There's only 6 on the shot clock. Coral's going to go left. Tough finish, no good, gets his own rebound. Stolen by Roy Sargent. Oh, here comes Mabeni. Oh, he splits the defense. Oh, Roy Sargent, how quick are you? My goodness, what a basket. There's a skip pass. Moise goes for it, can't get it. Corals with a wide open layup. It's good. 88-83. Good press break there. Oh, my goodness. Sargent comes for the ball. They got to go quick. They're down 5, 2 possessions. Back to Sargent. Sargent, they got to go. Sargent's going to take a deep 3. Not sure that's what she needed to do there. Ball was already out of bounds. Yeah, Langara just a little unsure there of what they needed to get into, and they took way too much time. So a little bit of excitement there after those steals made it a 1-possession game. But then the next possession, as I've been saying all game, Okanagan, they are bending, but they're not breaking. And they made the correct passes against the press. Coral's got a wide open layup, and that made it a 2-possession game. And Langara just didn't know what they were doing on that last possession there. Settled for a really, really deep 3. And it's a 2-possession game with 22.8 to go. Coral's now with 33 points and 10 rebounds. That's a pretty impressive double-double. Cam Sale close to a double-double himself with 12 points and 9 assists. Manny Biden as well with 10 points and 8 assists. For Langara, Moise Athaya, the new all-time leading scorer in the PACWEST with 30 points and 9 rebounds. Roy Sargent, 21 points and 8 rebounds. 11 for Owen Jones and 10 for Bobby Mabeni. All right, here we go, 88-83. Langara needs a steal here. If not, they're going to have to foul. And they were inbounding from the end line, which was the incorrect inbound. Should be on the sideline. I'm actually surprised they didn't advance the ball. I know if you advance the ball, the clock goes down to 14. But they're going to foul anyway. But you want to keep the clock up. There's a trap. Batten. You don't want to foul Sale, but they're going to have to. Yeah. Sale, pretty good free throw shooter. He is 3 for 3 so far today. Corals is 2 for 4. Biden hasn't taken a free throw. So I think you want to foul. You want to try to foul a guy who hasn't taken a free throw yet if you can. Coral's 2 for 4, maybe him, but I would say the one guy on the floor you don't want to foul is this guy, Cam Sale, and I just jinxed him. Sorry, all you Okanagan fans. I just put the jinx on him as he missed his first free throw of the night. Second one is up. If he makes this, Langara definitely has to hit a 3 because it's now a 2-possession game, 89-83, and Coach Cass is going to call his timeout. He'll advance the ball, and they're going to need to hit a fairly quick 3. Now, in theory, you're down 6, but with no timeouts left, you can't really get a quick 2 here because it's still 2 possession. You foul, and even if they miss 1 or 2 with no timeouts left, unfortunately, in the FIBA game, can't save those timeouts. You only get 3 timeouts in the second half, and one of them goes away if you don't use it by the 2-minute mark. So you really only have 2 timeouts for the end of game situation like this. Well, it's been a good one. It's been an exciting one. Langara got way down. They made a big comeback, and Okanagan hanging on there. We have a new all-time scoring leader in the PACWEST, Moise Athaya. By the way, we'll interview Moise after the game. Win or lose, we're going to have a chat with him. Ooh, these back-to-back games are tough. My voice is getting tired. All right, they've advanced the ball, as we thought they would, into the front court. Jones to inbounds. Langara in a box formation. Royce goes to the baseline. He's wide open. That's a nice set by Cassidy. Beautiful set, and the 3 is good. Wow, the little baseline screen and great footwork by Royce Sargent, and a beautiful pass delivered by Owen Jones. Here we go. 89-86. All right, they're going to see if they can get a steal here. They're going to trap. Oh, quick hands by Mabeni. Tips it out of bounds. Really only like 0.3 off the clock there. All right, here we go. It's open. They're going to trap. And that's a foul. Very quick foul there. I think that's by Sargent. And I think that's going to be 4 on Sargent. Subs coming in. Number 7, Brandon Porter coming in. All right. Sale needs 1. 1 to make it a 2-possession game. And he swishes it. If he makes this, Langara needs a 3. If he misses it, they can go for 2. All right. They got to go for 3. Here goes Sargent. That's a foul blocking. Oh, no way. That is a terrible freaking call. That's awful. That's just awful. That is not an offensive foul at all. I'm sorry. I love Karn. But that's the wrong call. He was moving. He slid underneath him. That is so clearly a blocking foul. Like, that's an obvious blocking foul. And Sargent just got fouled out of the game. Again, I don't get to see replays. I'm way up high here, so you all at home can see that. Let me know what you think. Was I right or am I wrong? Right? It sure seemed to me like he was not set. He was sliding, and that should have been a blocking foul. But I've been wrong many times before. Trust me. I've been wrong many times before. All right, the ball comes in bounds at Sale. They got to trap him, and they foul him. All right, 91-86, 5 points. 2 shots for Sale. I mean, it's safe to say if he makes both of these, I think we're done. Because that would make it a 3-possession game. Even if he makes just 1 or doesn't make any, it's still a pretty long shot for Langara. But that first miss helps. They have no timeouts, so they're going to need to get this ball down the floor quickly and hit a very quick 3. All right, here comes Kagande. No time to mess around. They got to hit it. Owen Jones takes it off the rim. No good. And the Okanagan Coyotes are going to take home the victory tonight after losing by 20-plus last night, just like the women. They show tremendous grit and determination and hanging in there to take home a road. Road wins are tough in this league, and the Coyotes are going to get a well-earned victory here, 92-86. And like I said after the women's game, they will head back home. On that bus trip will be a lot better heading back home. By the way, I recommend that you stop in Merritt on the way home and have dinner at Mary's Brown's Chicken. Great chicken spot. Okanagan bus driver, are you listening? Stop in Merritt. Let him go eat some Mary Brown's. All right, teams are shaking hands now. And I will stay on the air here because we are going to have an interview with the new scoring king of the PACWEST, Moise Athaya. I'm sure he won't be too happy because they lost the game, but still, it's a tremendous accomplishment, surpassing some of the greatest players we've had in this league. Grant Campbell, Martin Bogiev, Choi L. Brown. By the way, Choi L. Brown played for me. He was in 3rd. He'll now move to 4th. He was the all-time leading scorer for a while, and he was the all-time leading scorer. He did it in only 4 years. But Moise Athaya will be coming up here in a second. We'll have a chat with him. I'll give you the final stats. Let's go with Okanagan first. As we said, player of the game for Okanagan, without question, Jaron Quarles, 33 points, 11 rebounds. Kai Batten with 17 points. Cam Sale with 16, most of them coming in the 4th quarter. And he also went 7 for 9 from the line. He hit enough free throws when they needed him. He also had 9 assists. 10 points and 8 rebounds for Manny Biden. 9 points and 5 rebounds for Keyshawn McLeod. 7 points for Alex Schwarzik. For Langara, Moise Athaya, 10 for 17 on shooting. 7 for 10 from the line. 9 rebounds, 30 points. And 24 points for Royce Sargent with 8 assists. 11 for Jones and 10 for Mabeni. All right, here's my man, Moise. Congratulations, man. Moise, thanks for coming up. Before we talk about the game, first of all, huge congratulations to you. I knew this day was going to come. We talked about this
Yes,
a
sir.
couple years ago.
Yes, sir.
If you hung in there, and you did, and now, not even halfway through the season, you're now the all-time leading scorer in the PACWEST. How do you feel, buddy?
Man, first things first, I got to give all praise and glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
Thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. And, man, to be honest, like, I didn't want it to be in the back of my head, but it was always there just because I knew it was happening, and it was kind of tough. But I just tried to stay focused, and when I knew how much I needed today, I wasn't really focusing on it, and then it just shots were falling, and just things happened. So I think, I just kind of let it be.
Yeah, you kind of like you did. It wasn't like you scored in bunches. You just kind of scored a little bit here and there, and it kept adding up and adding up. And of course, you broke the record with the 3, which I think when you first started playing for me, that wasn't your best part of your game. But you've really developed over the last few years. So
Yes,
I'm really happy for you, and I'm really proud of you.
I
Congratulations.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Now the game, tough game when you beat a team by 20. It's back to back. Do you guys were a little overconfident maybe, or were you just a little too relaxed? Because they jumped out on you pretty quick in that first half.
To be honest, I think just the energy was low. I think a lot of people could see that just starting the game, and I think that hurt us. We tried to bring it back, but it was just tough.
Yeah, when you get down like 18 like you did, you guys made a great comeback, but that takes a ton of energy. And you just kind of ran out of gas a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
So you guys are 500 on the season so far, right? I mean, it's a tough league this year. CBC's come out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And now you got to go to the island for 2. So to finish the first half of the year, you got to go play VIU.
Yeah. Which I've never beat.
Well, maybe it's about time we get them.
It has to be,
Yeah, I mean, the league is much more balanced this year. Look how close everybody is, right? Because CBC beat VIU, right? So it's going to be, it's doable. It's tough over there. But, I just want to congratulate you once again. Like I said, I'm very proud of you. So
thank you.
man.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. That was Moise Athaya, the new all-time leading scorer in the PACWEST. And we will now bring in Coach Cass. We'll get Coach on the mic here.
Hi, Coach.
So before we talk about the game, pretty exciting individual accomplishment for Mr. Athaya.
Well, I saw Grant Campbell from beginning to end, who was the previous holder of the record, and he was steady Eddie, 15 points a game his whole career. I mean, Moise to go, from his first year at Kwantland to then 4 years at Langara, I mean, he's put up tremendous numbers. Like in your system, I thought he was excellent on the left wing. A lot of times, ball got pitched ahead. He would knife through the defense, get to the rim. I mean, he beat us a couple times when I was at Capilano. He's a tremendous shooter for his size. I mean, he's one of the jack-of-all-trades scorers in this league, right? And, for him to get that accomplishment is, congratulations to him. Congratulations to the commitment to this season. And hopefully moving forward, we can play better basketball around him.
Well, it was interesting, too, because today he did it, like you said, everywhere. He did it inside of the high post. He did it at the low post. He stepped out and hit threes. So it was nice to see that versatility.
Totally.
Now, tonight, we talked before the game, you were expecting the zone.
Yep.
And
we got
you
it.
saw the zone.
40 minutes of it.
Yeah. So just talk a little bit about the start. You guys seem quite flat, and they seem to have a lot more energy than you.
Yeah, and I think, they got – after that last night, I mean, I commend the coaching staff of Okanagan College for bringing excellent effort, the players for responding, and then our players, it took them a half really to wake up, and you just can't do that in this league.
Yeah.
You can't give people a half to play with the ball and do whatever they want and go up 18. Like, coming back from 18 is really tough. There's like a million things that have to go right for you. And tonight, not a million things went right for us. 900,000 things went right, and we didn't come back. We fell short, right? So that's the way it kind of goes.
Yeah, well, you said it takes so much energy to come back.
Yes.
And you got so close. And then Cam Sale, who had done nothing all game, hit a couple big ones to give them a bit of a cushion again.
Yeah, he had a couple layups too. I mean, that was the thing. He's shown some tremendous growth in his game. I mean, I think he's a rookie.
A second year.
He's second year.
Yeah.
He played last year. Okay, so for him, I commend him. I know that he went to a lot of ID camps out of high school. I think he went to a lot of ID camps in his second year, and then for him to have the stick-to-itiveness to continue to pursue his basketball dreams. I mean, good for him, and he deserved it, and they deserve the win tonight.
Okay, so moving forward, the league is so bunched up, obviously.
Yes.
A little space with Camosun and VIU, and now you got to finish your first half of the season on the road at VIU.
Yeah, tough challenge for us. VIU's been excellent inside out team this year with Anhold at the 5, and then surrounding him with 4 shooters. So we have to decide how we're going to defend that problem and see what our Friday night solution will be for that. We have to, they've played a bit of man, they've played a bit of zone, so we have to be ready for both. And yeah, I mean, winning at VIU is a very tough task unto itself. You basically have to win by 20 if you want to win by 2.
I know what you're talking about. All right, Coach. Well, tough one today.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys will bounce back. And best of luck as you travel to the island next weekend.
Thank you, Paul.
All right. Coach Cassidy Kannemeyer, Langara Falcons head coach. And that is a wrap for today's game. And thank you for joining. I hope I gave you some insight into the game and maybe a couple laughs along the way. Your final score was Okanagan 92, Langara 86. And we are now signing off from the Langara College YouTube network. Paul Eberhardt saying good night.